Yeah, come on guys, welcome back to this channel. So I hope all of you are doing well. So today we are going to have a mentor session, of course, and I'm going to clear all your doubts that you have filled in the Google form. And if you have not filled it yet, you can still fill it from the link that's given in the description, of course. Okay. And in today's class, what are the doubts we have got? Basically, we have shared this form a few days ago, and many of the students have actually shared their doubts. So we are going to address step by step so that we are going to clear all the doubts of all the candidates who have filled the form clearly. Okay. So are you all ready? So please type in the chat box quickly, all of you. So type in the chat box. So once the chat box is clear, then we shall start discussing the doubts. Okay. So basically, many students, the major kind of doubts we have seen is like, sir, we are from the third year or we are from the final year. Okay. So whether we can give GATE examination, or if you want to give, where to prepare, or how to start the preparation actually. So we have seen a lot of things like this. Okay. So we are going to cover all these aspects in today's session, and this session is going to be one of the most basically most doubt clearing session, or one of the most most data giving session for you guys. Okay. So we'll continue from this point. Okay. Just a second, a pop-up has rolled up, and yeah. Yes, okay, the chat box is working, right? So let us start and let us go into the doubts. Okay, so you all have filled these doubts, so I'm going to zoom in this page so that many of you can actually see what all doubts we have been asked. So let's see. First question, will you start network theory from basics? Yeah, of course. You can see on this Wallah English platform, there are many technical sessions and academic sessions that are being developed. So for electronics, we are going to launch this networks theory as well. Okay, so we are going to start, see, whatever the batch we start. Okay, we are going to start the batch from pure basics. Clear? So once we start the basics, of course, then ultimately we'll go into the details of the subject, and we'll then definitely solve PYQs and lot many practice questions. Okay, so my math basic is weak, 10th diploma. I'm facing a lot of problems in solving maths to understand the logic. Okay, so I'll just tell you one thing. If you are facing issues in identifying the logics, you can follow the recent mathematics course that we have started, because there we have started from the basics. Okay, like on the same channel you can find a playlist for engineering maths where I myself have taken this, and I'm going to start basically I have started all the chapters what I have done from right scratch level. Okay, like for example, we have started linear algebra, so we started right from the basics. Okay, so the first question regarding will you start this network theory from basics? Yes, there are sessions that's going to come up for specific branches. Right now we are dealing with maths, and very soon we have academic sessions coming up for branch specific subjects. Okay, so then we are going to deal each and every subject right from the basics. So how to improve personality for interview? Look, I'll just answer this question, but before that I'll keep rolling up these questions. Meanwhile, I'll also take the YouTube comments. Okay, now, so please make DPPs of all chapters with new questions for practice. It would be very helpful. So this was asked from one of the student with, oh, just a minute, sorry. Okay, fine. It's okay. The doubts are the main important stuff. Okay. So please make DPPs. Yeah, sure. Basically, in all the faculties, whoever is teaching subjects, they are giving you some practice questions. Okay. The practice questions of that subject, especially on YouTube classes, they are being uploaded in their personal Telegram channels, of course. And each and every faculty has a link for their own Telegram channel. I would like to show you mine as well. So this Telegram channel is for this Wallah English YouTube channel. Okay. Like you can see, if you scan this code, it will take you to a Telegram channel which handles all the updates of this YouTube channel, of course. Okay, so scan this. I strongly recommend you to scan this. Then you can get each and every update of this things happening on this particular channel, so that you won't miss the things. And here, this is my personal channel. So if you feel that you can get some information out of me, or if you want me to guide you, or if you want to get in touch with any of the issues that you have, you can join this. So this is my personal group maintained by PW and my students, of course. Okay, so these are the two QR codes which guide you to the two Telegram channels. One is for the Wallah English YouTube channel, and it tells you about all the updates, and this is the channel maintained by me and my students, of course. Okay, now getting back to the, so like this, how I have displayed, every faculty will actually display a respective code for their own channel, and in that channel, every faculty, like especially in the YouTube sessions, whatever the practice problems they are going to make, they're going to update in this place. Okay, so how to improve personality for interview? So basically, I myself have cleared BRC, okay, Baba Atomic Research Center interview. Previously I was there, and before that I have been working with HPCL, Hindustan Petroleum Corporation, and I have cleared some IIT Madras interview and other interviews as well. So the main thing I'll tell you is, you have to be confident. Okay, interview is always it should be like an interaction mode. Okay, if you feel hecticness, let's say if they ask you some question and if you are not able to answer, that creates a sort of insecurity for you. Okay, but as long as it go in a discussion mode, then you'll actually feel very comfortable. How to make the interview in a discussion mode is basically when you're, let's say for example, you anticipate some questions for the interview, and when you're trying to answer those questions, you should frame your answer very carefully so that you should not speak any word in which you don't have enough knowledge. Okay, to be honest, like let's say for example, you take one topic. Okay, a common topic, I'll say maths, understandable. Let's say limits is one topic. Okay, so when I'm talking something in mathematics, I should make sure the word limits do not come out, so that they'll actually so they'll keep asking about whatever you have told them. Okay, I'm going to college this year, CSE. Which year should I write GATE? Basically, you can start writing GATE in 3rd year. Okay, because that's the eligibility that's given by basically the committee of GATE. And I'm also telling you, you can give GATE any number of times. There's no attempts limit. Okay, but the minimum you should be in is your undergraduation 3rd year. Okay, so this if you are joining college this year, then 2025 will be the first year completion of you. So 2027 GATE is what you can write, of course. Okay, yeah, 2027. Clear? Some doubt from Google form. Yeah, we'll go in a detail. Okay, so for PSUs we have 75% in BTech. Not all the PSUs. Like if you take ISRO, it has Indian Space Research Organization. It's only for 68%. Okay, it's not like you have a fixed cutoff in all the branches. So it's like 68%. In few PSUs it's like 65%. It depends from PSUs to PSU, and you know, you have enough opportunities once your percentage is above 70. Okay, no issue at all. Clear? So fine, I have answered these questions. Let's go back to the form then. So, sir, I'm doing job, but I'm not satisfied with my work, and I want to keep study of GATE. 1 year, should I leave? See, basically, I'll tell you, it depends. It's from electronics and instrumentation again. So, what I would suggest is, if you are doing job, then again your financial situations do matter. If you're financially free, for example, then you can definitely take a leave and keep preparing. Okay, and there are enough people who have managed GATE examination even when they are doing job. The only thing is you should have a proper timetable, because obviously companies expect you to work 8 hours or 9 hours, maybe 9 to 5 kind of things. So 9 to 6 in general. Okay, so I'm telling you, if you can manage the things properly, like morning hours, early morning hours, and also the late midnight hours, of course, if you can work out, then it's fine. But again, a detailed schedule has to be there so that you follow the schedule. And also this basically, if you see the holidays you have, okay, and the non-working days, all these things you should put in your preparation. Clear? That's how people have done it. Clear? So if you are not able to manage, just try to spend some extra time. Okay, and if you're financially free, you can maybe take a break from your work and you can start doing the preparation actually effectively. Okay, and about mentorship, yeah, what you want about mentorship? Okay, if you can ask specific, I can tell. So what BSc CA students should do? You can have a lot of options, Priyanshu. You can go for MSc, Masters of Science in, and you have leveraged a lot of domains, actually data science and artificial intelligence. Okay, robotics, or basically you can go for AI assisted programming has been one of the important branches nowadays. Okay, so you can go for higher education to any of the places, or else depending on your qualification of BSc, also there are many jobs available. And exclusively, majority of the public sector jobs, what I have seen is normally they'll ask you for an MSc qualification, that too with 1 or 2 years of work ex. Okay, majority they have, I have seen personally. The kind of jobs with direct BSc are slightly obviously of less scale compared to the MSc and 1 + 2 years experience. Okay, I'm starting with GATE preparation now. Can I get under A300? That you have to answer this. Right? It depends on your hard work. Okay, so I'm telling you, like, there are people, like for example, if you take me, I have gone to IIT Madras in my first attempt. After my BTech, I have directly gone to IIT Madras. Okay, so similarly, if you keep working, okay, hard work will definitely take you to the places where you want. And forget about 300, maybe you can get below 30 also. Okay, so the only thing is keep a track on how the GATE examination is happening, what is the pattern, question paper pattern, what mistakes basically one can commit when writing the exam. And of course, we are running out a lot of sessions in our YouTube channels. Okay, so we keep rolling out the sessions every week, of course, and in fact once in 2 days nowadays. So you can get enough information on how to start preparation and how to continue that preparation to college. Okay, there are 2-3 nice videos actually on our channels, like GATE Wallah English is one of our channel. Then we have GATE Wallah main channel, of course, I mean the GATE Wallah, and the GATE Wallah brand specific, of course. Okay, so a lot of acad content comes up on the brand specific channels, of course. Okay, so anyway, if you are going to the college, then you can start preparing from the day 1 itself. Then ultimately you can do things better. Which GATE paper is easy? It's nothing like that. Okay, all papers maintain the same level, of course. Okay, generally how many hours we have to study? It depends. Okay, see, focused studying doesn't need very long hours, of course. If you ask me if you study focusedly for 4 to 5 hours a day, I think it would be more than enough for GATE examination. The reason is GATE examination is not a very tough examination. Okay, I'm telling you not without qualifying GATE. I have GATE All India Rank 4 in 𝐂𝐸, but I'm just telling you GATE exam is a very easy exam. The reason why you guys make it complicated is there is a big myth in students' mind that GATE exam is very complicated, its syllabus is very huge. Okay, it's very tough exam. No, all these points are very wrong. In fact, if you have a very strong knowledge on basic points, okay, if you have some nice knowledge on all the core basic subjects, then ultimately it's like a very easy cakewalk for you. Clear? Oh, thanks, Sanjana Srivastav. I've sent you a picture of question. Okay, we'll go there. Can BSc CS give GATE for MTech? So yeah, I think you can just look at the official notification, then it will give you the complete details. Okay, eligibility, and normally you should have an undergraduate degree, of course, and normally if in sciences exclusively we have a JAM examination as well, and if you come to BSc, then I think you can actually apply. Okay, so please tell about how did you prepare for your GATE in your first attempt. Yeah, definitely I'll tell, but before that let's answer the questions. Okay, so says 2.0 बैच 2026 केमिकल ब्रांच का बैच कब लॉन्च होगा, तो क्या बताइए. Okay, fine. So regarding SAGE 2.0, exactly. So again, there's an update from the chemical engineering team, of course. So the complete update is available in GATE Wallah ME Civil the CH channel. So if you just follow the channel, recently there's a video on the launch of batches and the complete detail of the detailed timetable of the complete batch, how when and which subject is going to get commenced. All these details were nicely set up in that video. So I request you, so you can please go to that video. Like I'll just tell you, basically if you go for YouTube, okay, so I'll just show you some channels which could you keep watching them again and again so that they help you out. So GATE Wallah first is the main channel. Okay, so GATE Wallah channel is the main channel that we have. Okay, so this is all the course specific content. Of course, the last year result celebration was there, you can see nicely. So a lot of technical content. See, you can see, of course, this is going live here, and GATE how to maintain consistency in study. So we are making a lot of general sessions so that it could clear all the doubts of the beginners of GATE examination. Okay, then once GATE Wallah, this is the main channel, then you have branch specific channels, which is like GATE Wallah mechanical. If you type, this channel is basically for mechanical, civil, 𝐂𝐸, engineering sciences and chemical. Okay, so in this channel we recently has done a video, of course the chemical team has taken up so that they can tell you the technical stuff much better. So this team has given you the in and out details, the complete details of what all going on. Okay, so we want sessions like this at least once in 2 weeks. Yeah, definitely, why not, Alex? How will be the next year GATE paper? Obviously a good paper, because IIT Roorkee is what the organizing institute the next year 2025 hopefully. So this is one channel. Similarly, you have for electrical, electronics and CS, you can type GATE Wallah CS, then you can get this electrical, electronics, computer science and instrumentation. So you have this channel related to the branch specific content, and of course the GATE Wallah English channel which you have. Okay, now let's again, so regarding your doubt of sorry, just a second. Yeah, regarding doubt of this chemical branch launch, we have done this video, so please go there, you'll get enough idea. I was attempting GATE exam in 3rd year. My GATE score was very low. So my doubts is, I will be focused on next year exam or college placement, which is better option for my future. See, undoubtedly, again, it depends on the college, of course. But one thing that I'll tell you is, GATE preparation is always the best. Okay, the reason why I'll tell you is, with GATE, you can go for masters, undoubtedly. See, with college placements, with the current scenario of the global economics, if you look, the college placements are in such a way that your offer letters gets delayed, or basically the once the offer letter is issued, then after the call letters are getting much delayed. Okay, so these things are very frequently seen in nowadays. So why GATE preparation is always a best option is because with writing GATE, you can go for masters in the top-notch institutes in India, like IITs, NITs, IISc Bangalore, of course. Okay, so you can go to these institutes. Second, you can go for a lot of PSUs. Okay, so a lot of central government job, basically PSUs, public sector undertakings, they offer jobs based on your GATE score. Okay, and third thing, once you prepare for the GATE examination, the module or the syllabus of the GATE examination is such a nice way that if you thoroughly prepare for GATE examination, you'll be able to clear any technical examination very easily. Okay, and of course interviews, clear. So that's why GATE preparation will actually open many gateways for you actually. Okay, so that's why GATE preparation is always a better. That's why in fact people take 1 year or 1.5 year drop and they again try again. Okay, because they know the importance of GATE examination. And you see this year 2024 there is an increase in the GATE applications actually. Okay, and of course the data science paper has also come up. So I'm telling you, GATE is always the best out of the options if you are doing from a tier 3 or tier 2 college, to be honest. Okay, then give me some important tips. Okay, before that we have one comment. How to complete syllabus, roadmap 2025. Again, on 𝐂𝐻 channel, we have made a clear-cut video how to start preparation for 𝐂𝐻 2025. In fact, on this channel also I have made a video. So how, if you have 1 year time exactly, okay, so 𝐂𝐻 is commenced in the first, second weekends of February, of course, every year. So right now, if you check, you have almost 10 months of time. Okay, so 9 to 10 months of time roughly. So whenever you have 9 to 10 months of time, this how to manage all your subjects, then revising and also writing the test series. So a detailed roadmap of 2025 𝐂𝐻 preparation is already mentioned in this video. Okay, so I'm only telling you one thing. You have lot of content on all our channels, what I have just displayed. If you can spend some time and go through these channels detailedly, you will get each and every point that you need. Clear? Then let's take YouTube comments for some more time. How will be the 𝐂𝐻 next year? I have answered. So if I start preparing for May, then is it enough for mechanical to get good rank? For me to get good rank. Okay. See, I'm telling you, if you study 4 or 5 hours effectively every day, and if you can have 5 to 6 months of time, definitely you can clear 𝐂𝐻 examination. Okay. The only thing is, you see, many of the students who didn't qualify 𝐂𝐻 examination, I'll tell you only one thing. The reason why they did not qualify is, many of the times they don't cover the 100% of the syllabus, and then even though they have cover 100% of the syllabus, they don't revise. Okay, revision is very important key in writing 𝐂𝐻 examination. And second is, you should definitely solve PYQs. PYQ stands for previous year questions. Previous year questions are very important. The reason is, every year if you check, if you pick up any branch at random, and if you check, almost 65 to 70% of the paper will be very relative to the PYQs. Okay, I don't say the exact questions will turn up, but if you solve PYQs of at least 10 to 15 years, then the knowledge that you get will be definitely helpful to you, or it's more than enough to solve the current year upcoming paper. Okay, so that's what I'm telling you. So please cover all the PYQs. At least you should do PYQs twice. Okay, the reason is, if you ask any student who did not qualify 𝐂𝐻 even after attempting 2-3 times, the first thing, the mistake they'll do is they don't solve PYQs. You can ask them openly, your seniors or someone if you know, then ultimately you can ask them. They have never solved complete PYQs all at least once. Okay, so please solve PYQs, and within 5 to 6 months of time, with everyday hard work, you can easily clear. Where are you from? The southern part of India? Yeah, I am from the south of India. I got college placement. What should I do? You can take the placement and you can start preparing. No issue. So studying 3 hours a day from first year enough? See, if you are in the first year, please follow the resources wisely, and basically for which subject which resources are best, we again have a lot of academic contents on our channels. So please have a look at it. Okay, like for example, you're from computer science. Okay, so which book you should follow for data and algorithms? Okay, data structures and algorithms. Let's say you have machine learning, for example, which is the best book to learn machine learning? So these kind of stuff has been a lot of covered. So if you're starting your undergraduation right now, you have the best resources and the time. I'll tell you guys, your engineering college or your BTech college is basically the main thing where you have a lot of time. The reason is, within for 6 months you have to study only 6 subjects. Okay, so, and of course you have 2 labs, and in your life again you'll never get such time. Okay, like 5 subjects or 6 subjects and having 6 months of time, you'll never get again. So right from day one, please make your day counts and keep working hard and follow the standard resources. You will definitely clear. Okay, then after, I'm attempted previous year 𝐂𝐻 examination but score very low. Sorry, how to score good himself in paper 2 CS and DA, please tell sir. And also placement problem because my financial condition not good. Okay, Swarup, see, basically as I have told you, if your aim is MTech or any other education related things, definitely CS paper would be definitely good, and data science paper is also both equally important. But if your point of purpose is placement, like let's say PSUs and all, then ultimately DA has started only last year. Till now, to be frank, there is no PSU which has recruited on DA, but you can actually get a lot of placements on CS. Okay, like for example, you take DRDO. DRDO is shortlisting the people based on 𝐂𝐻 score. Okay, ISRO has its own separate exam, of course, but DRDO shortlist based on 𝐂𝐻 score. Okay, and a lot of PSUs, they are recruiting CS candidates through 𝐂𝐻 score. Okay, so that's why you can start preparing for CS paper in much effective way if your necessity is placement. Okay, but if your necessity is like a education in higher institutes, then CS and DA both will help you equally. Clear? Better to go with MTech after BTech, or a year work in industry and then MTech. See, it's always better to have experience, of course, because you'll have a practical touch to the things. And when you go to the once you go to the industry and then come back, you'll see the difference between the academics and the industry. So you can have a nice projects or things like that, which can connect and give you some good exposure to the industry actually. Okay, so I started 𝐂𝐻 preparation learning, and what can I do simultaneously? If you have started preparing, then just learning concepts, then you can start solving PYQs pretty, because PYQs are again very important. So let's say for example you studied 1 chapter, then please immediately try to solve the PYQs. Okay, and when you're solving PYQs, if you have a, let's say for example few PYQs, you'll be able to solve very easily, but in few PYQs you'll make conceptual mistakes. Okay, so when you are making such kind of mistakes, please highlight those questions. Okay, so when you highlight those questions, next time when you are going in the second round, it's you will not like have to do each and every question again. Okay, so it ultimately reduces the number of questions. Clear? I searched that only accepting 4 years BSc students for MTech. Yeah, basically 4 years BSc, or you can have 1 year MSc, and after MSc you can attempt. Okay, 6th semester students crack GATE. Yeah, definitely you can attempt GATE examination in your 3rd year. What will be the salary increment of PSU after pay commission change? That the cabinet has to decide, not me. But of course, there will be a nice fitment factor. Okay, because if you look at the last division, like I'll say the fitment factor was more than 2. Okay, which means almost the salaries got doubled. Okay, so that's what. So can I start my preparation from 1st June as my exams is going? Yeah, once your semester is because I know May is the month where semesters, a lot of universities, they announce the semester schedules. So once your semester schedules are done, then you can immediately roll up sleeves for GATE examination. Then let's continue the techniques here. Give me some important tips in EC. Like again, it's a brand specific, so you can go there. We have told each and every point, like how you should prepare. We have a lot of strategy sessions actually. Okay, so how to build the concepts, then how to look for the PYQs. Okay, then how to practice new questions, where you can find these new questions. We have given enough idea on all these things. Clear? So are MTech graduates rich? Nice question. Okay, so do you think what do you mean by rich? Do you think people who have done MTech from IITs have crores of rupees in their account? That's what you mean? See, I'm telling you, definitely they are knowledge rich, which can make them money rich, definitely. Okay, once you go for MTech in very basically some central level institutes like IITs or NIT or IISc Bangalore, if you go, then ultimately the kind of placements or the kind of exposure you get will definitely make you knowledge rich first, and using that you'll get a good placement, and of course financially too. Clear? So when we should give okay, there's one more question, I missed it. Give any guidance for ESE, I'll come up there. So from where I will get new questions to do practice. Okay, based on famous basically standard textbooks, of course. Okay, and for every subject, every faculty, like let's say for example, if I'm teaching fluid mechanics, okay, normally I belong to mechanical, and thermal related subjects is what I teach, and of course maths as well. So let's say for example, I'm talking about a particular subject. Okay, so in that particular subject, every faculty will definitely in the first lecture or somewhere in the point, they'll definitely give the book which gives you some nice practice, of course. Okay, so when you're getting some good books, then definitely questions from that. And of course, whenever if you want to concise it, every year we launch test series. Of course, this year also we are launching. So if you look at the test series, the kind of questions we frame in the test series will be majority very near to the GATE pattern. The reason is, looking at the past years, we identified a few textbooks where the questions would have been picked probably. Okay, because if you see the kind of models and the kind of setting, these questions were very near to those questions in the textbooks. So we have picked some nice questions from there. That's how our test series is being framed. Okay, test series and mock test you can start from June, no issue. I can get help for get admission in foreign universities. Yeah, because basically if we see, there are 4 very famous universities which are offering, and of course now the count has increased slowly. Many universities in foreign, if you have a good GATE score, they're taking off the technical entrance test and all. Okay, like if you have excelling in good GATE score with good GATE score, then there are many universities, even MIT has taken off GI not mandatory for mechanical branch again. This is not university specific, but a branch specific within a university. Okay, and you can see NTU, Nanyang Technological University, or NUS, National University of Singapore. Okay, similarly in Australia we have this Queensland. Okay, and then after you can go for Germany, you can have RWTH, Aachen. All these universities, they are offering master's admission based on your GATE score. Okay, actually sir, my best subject is Python and ML. How attempt 2 subjects also, CS and DA, how to prepare in self-study. You have a lot of resources for basically you can follow our channels continuously. There are academic sessions going on for CS and basically DA. Okay, so let's go back to the questions. I purchased education course last year and it will end in June, and PW Gatewall is planning to launch any course at that time for improvement. See, basically if you have already given GATE, okay, so if you have already given GATE examination, then ultimately we have basically we have this batch called Vijay batch. Okay, so Vijay is something for those students who have covered the complete syllabus but did not get good rank because of revision. Okay, so Vijay batches of PW, again how you can go for a Vijay batch, it's again there in the channel, so please have a detailed look. So if you open this website pw.live, okay, pw.live is the official website. So if you open this, then if you click login, then you have a lot of things which you can go to, and you can go for a subscription if you need it. Okay, and you can see basically this Vijay, the concept of Vijay batches which we have launched is, once you are not very clear with the revision part or the problem solving, okay, you have finished everything confidently, but you are not able to clear these questions, okay, you are not able to solve the questions. In all these cases, this Vijay batch will help you, because in Vijay batch what we do is we'll actually do the content revision very quickly, and then we'll focus on problem solving. Okay, so that basically just the gap that you have. Okay, now there's one question: what is the definition of a general matrix? Like the definition of a symmetric matrix is A transpose is equal to A. Okay, maybe some maths question, since I was teaching maths recently. So if you say like A transpose is equal to A is symmetric, of course, which you know. Normal matrix is if you take any matrix in general, so any arrangement of elements in horizontal lines called rows and vertical lines is called a matrix, of course. Okay, so in general, matrix need not have any self property except then arranging in rows and columns. That's it. Okay, so chalo, there's one more question. Let's see question 2. The concept of pure shear strain in a sheared material are given in the matrix form epsilon 1 1 1 minus 1. Okay, so basically there's a strain tensor which they have given 1 1 1 minus 1, of course. Okay, then here trace of epsilon equal to 0, yeah, 2, because if you take the trace it is 0, so trace of epsilon is equal to 0, correct. Then after, given p is equal to trace of epsilon power 8, so p is equal to trace of epsilon power 8. Okay, and what about q? Q is trace of epsilon power 11. Great. Okay, so q is equal to trace of epsilon power 11. Fine, fantastic. Then the numerical value of p plus q is dash. Okay, so ultimately you might have studied the concept of eigenvalues. So if you study this concept of eigenvalues lambda 1 and lambda 2, then trace of epsilon is equal to 0. What does that physically mean? Okay, sum of eigenvalues, you know, sum of eigenvalues of the matrix is nothing but trace of epsilon. So ultimately lambda 1 plus lambda 2 is equal to, trace is 0 here, so lambda 1 plus is equal to minus lambda 2, of course. Okay, so lambda 1 is equal to minus lambda 2. And you can also check, if you calculate the determinant, which is product of the eigenvalues, lambda 1 lambda 2 is equal to determinant of epsilon. Okay, so you can check, if you take the determinant it is minus 2. Okay, so lambda 1 lambda 2 is equal to minus 2, of course. Okay, because minus 1 minus 1. So if you replace lambda 2 with minus lambda 1, this is minus lambda 1 square is equal to minus 2. So lambda 1 is equal to plus or minus root 2. If you take this as plus root 2, then lambda 2 is minus root 2, of course. Okay, so now the idea here is, if you take the trace of epsilon power 8, okay, so if you take trace of epsilon power 8, what comes up here is the eigenvalues of epsilon power 8 are lambda 1 power 8 comma lambda 2 power 8, of course. Okay, and the eigenvalues of epsilon power 11 are lambda 1 power 11 comma lambda 2 power 11. Now for example, you take lambda 1 equal to root 2. Okay, then the p value is trace of lambda 1 power 8 plus lambda 2, trace of this matrix, and trace of this matrix is nothing but sum of the eigenvalues, so root 2 power 8 plus square root of 2 power 8, of course. Okay, so minus root 2 power 8, and if you simplify this, then ultimately you get root 2 power 8 is 2 power 4, 16 plus 16, which is 32. And what about q? Q is again root 2 power 11 plus minus root 2 power 11. Since this is odd power, these two gets cancelled, so q is 0, p is 32, so therefore p plus q, if you calculate, you will get 32 as the correct answer. Okay, so therefore p plus q value is 32. Numerical value of p plus q is 32 in that case. Okay, and next, what is the, I think this question, okay, so let's see what is, okay, this is the question, of course, given p is this, q is this, then question 3, what is the, okay, I think the third question is missing, so you can type in the chat box if you are watching it live. Okay, so b equal to A transpose is defined as general matrix, but how? For any given matrix you can write a transpose, that's what. Okay, let's say for example you have rows and columns, then ultimately you can apply a transpose which swaps rows with columns, so ultimately you can for any general matrix you can define a transpose, that's it. So will PSUs recruit from GATE 2025? Yeah, definitely, why not? Okay, they recruit. Just a minute, there is some of the questions again. How to stay motivated? I'm not understanding any concept. See, just first thing that many people do mistake is they don't do focused study. Okay, what is the meaning of focused study? They put some earphones, basically they listen to some songs and then watch the notes, then start writing. Okay, or else basically they basically they keep they keep a video running. Okay, they keep a cricket match running in mobile phone and then they start studying. So first of all, you should start studying focusedly. If you start studying focusedly, then ultimately slowly eventually you'll get a very consolidated reading and you can be in touch with the subject continuously. Okay, so but questions taken from standard books, it's time consuming. Suggest another way. That's the same way, the only thing is you are trying to do each and every question. That's the mistake. Okay, so again in standard textbooks, see, first of all, you should do new questions for practice only after solving PYQs. The reason is, see, first concept building, then PYQs, and then practice questions. The reason is, if you, for example, open a standard textbook, let's say for example in okay, maths, let's take, okay, so in maths you have BS Gravel, okay, then in BS Gravel if you start solving each and every question, you will take minimum 5 to 6 years to solve the complete book, okay. But of course, by looking at PYQs, by looking at a question, you should decide whether this question can be a can come in GATE examination or not. This knowledge or judging capacity you will get only once you solve PYQs, okay. So that's how, once you solve PYQs, then you can decide on which questions you should spend time, and that's how you can practice the new questions. Clear? Yeah, best course for third year student, you can go for PowerCom 2.0, PowerCom batches. Test batches is also very fine, of course. Startup scopes in IIT for MTech students. Every IIT has a startup cell, of course, now in India, and this startup cells has a lot of connection with small scale and MSMEs, okay, and of course MHI in few cases, okay, like if the IITs are very old IITs. So a lot of finance, Department of Finance schemes are allotted, and we generally, once you get into IIT, okay, you will generally have a session from the entrepreneurship cell, so that if you attend that, they'll give you all the outline of the funding schemes, okay. If your idea is validated, then what all you can do, they'll give that. Clear? Then, so when will say 2026 English batch will come for EE, okay. So just keep, because the exact date I'm not able to tell as of now, but for 2026 there are already few batches which are out, but since you're asking for the new batch, so just be in this channel and keep attending it. It will definitely give you some exact date and time for the launch with all the details, okay, with the detailed syllabus. Okay, so last time I completed maths after thermal, half manufacturing. I'm going to start preparation from June. Suggest me when to start test days. You can start from June, no issue. Okay, Santosh, just start preparing. Then after, once you finish the particular subject, start giving subject-wise tests. Okay, in fact, we have topic-wise tests also in our test series, so that once you finish some 2-3 topics, you can just give a topic-wise test and check your understanding. Clear? Isn't the definition of symmetric matrix as the transpose of the matrix is same? No, because in case of symmetric matrix, the transpose of the matrix has to be itself again, okay. But in case of general matrix, it can be anything. Like for example, if A is of size 4/5, A transpose is of size 5/4, okay. But if you are dealing with a symmetric matrix, then ultimately it should be a square matrix first of all, and then the element should be in such a way that if you, even if you are transposing that matrix, if you are exchanging rows with columns, the matrix should stay still, okay. That's what. Till when we have to complete syllabus, how many revisions are sufficient? Minimum 2. And see, basically I'll tell you, there's one question in this Excel sheet which one student has very nicely asked, how to maintain notes and how to do revision. When we reach that question, I'll explain you the detailed step-by-step process. Okay, so anyway, this question I hope I have answered. Epsilon, we have done a bit of math so that you can understand. Then let's see, let's go back to the questions. Till now have any doubt? Okay, good. Probability. So ultimately in this series of math which we have started, so eventually we'll come to probability at some point. And in probability, if you have any difficulty, you keep attending these sessions which we are going to start, which we are going to continue, of course. Okay, we have started a math series, we are going to continue it, and at some point we'll start probability after, I think, in the 6th chapter roughly. So there you can get some enough idea. 2026 batch, our engineering mathematics lectures were taken by Rahul sir. He has completed it previously between November, but the point is it sufficient? Definitely. Okay, please bring some extra videos. Yeah, got it from Puneet sir, right? See, basically what I'm telling you is, whatever the syllabus we have done, definitely that's enough. And to compensate that, we have given DPPs, weekly tests, and subject-wise test as well. Okay, so with this backup of practice questions every day, DPP daily practice problems, okay, and then with weekly test and also with the complete subject test, you have enough input. The only thing is you have to just practice some more PYQs and then you can do the things. Okay, so just be confident. Whatever you have, you know you can do better with it. Don't keep increasing the syllabus infinitely, because again the revision part would be very difficult for you. Clear? So lock your resources and focus on that and do well. That's all. Clear? Then let's see, there are a few more things. I'm from 2026. Okay, this is done. Few are from diploma, those haven't touched with maths at the time of preparation. We are not able to remember basic of concepts like function and graphs, drawing form equations, taking limits in multivariable calculus, doing integrations of complex functions, etc. See, I want to know who has asked this question. Just a while. Okay, fine. Okay, anyway, this was logged, I think. But whoever has asked this question, see, in the English batch series, whatever we have started, like you can see, you can ask, some of the students are there in the chat box who are attending these classes, of course. So whatever we are starting from the scratch. Okay, it doesn't matter. See, for doing something, I'm not assuming any basics. Okay, I mean, I'm not assuming any prerequisite from you. Like if you just start attending from day 1 of the class, then ultimately that itself is self-sufficient for you to talk the things. Okay, Santosh, okay, you have asked. Okay, so Santosh, basically what I'm telling is, in the class what I'm teaching, okay, basically in maths, I'm starting it from the basics. Okay, like for example, linear algebra you can find in this channel in the playlist. So I have started from the definition of a matrix, and I know you're definitely sure with the definition of a matrix. So then from at that point we have started and we have gone till the gate level, and even something beyond that also. Of course, people who have attended, they know. Alex, there were a few people who know this. The teaching was done from the basic level so that you don't feel any issue. Okay, so just attend the sessions. So मैं फर्स्ट ईयर में हूँ, मैथमेटिक्स कैसे पढ़ूंगी होगी गेट एग्जाम के लिए. Again the same answer, please follow this sessions of maths which we are conducting. And also if you want for a book in this channel, again I have done one video how important topics and weightage and standard books, all these things I have put up in a thing. Then ultimately we have made a video on how to, which resources you have to follow for engineering maths. Okay, a matrix is defined as A transpose is equal to A plus A inverse. No, need not be. Okay, matrix can be anything. A matrix can be anything for which even inverse need not exist. Okay, clear? Matrix is not defined in that form. Matrix is any arrangement of numbers or elements in rows and columns. That's it. Okay, if you keep putting elements in horizontal lines and vertical lines, that's itself a matrix. Okay, normally you would have studied metal matrices. Okay, you will put composites. Okay, you'll keep one material, then frame one material, you'll reinforce it. You have a lot of matrices. Okay, so now let's see. So from which chapter should we start maths? And if we are starting preparing from June, will it be able to crack GATE 2025 from June? Yeah, definitely you'll be able to crack. And the sequence which I have followed in this series, of course, in the engineering mathematics series, so you can follow that series, of course. So I have started with linear algebra, then we have moved on to single variable calculus. Okay, so you can follow the same things. It's a question. See, that need not be a real matrix. Okay, that's the answer. A inverse sometimes may not exist as well. Okay, for the matrix if the determinant is here. Then math, of course, the same thing what I've told. I'm having difficulty in adjusting my time with revision and office. Okay, so basically I'll tell you, if your concepts are already built strongly, then for revision just make some time in the early morning slots, so that every morning just do it for at least 1 to 2 hours. Okay, the main thing how you should revise is basically there is something called short notes. Okay, so how do you write a short notes? Let's say for example I'm teaching fluid mechanics for you. Okay, so I'm taking an example, or thermodynamics maybe. So let's say for example I started teaching today, then after the class, let's say I taught you for 3 or 4 hours maybe, then after the class spend some half an hour to 1 hour time and please make the short notes. Okay, what is a short notes and what all it should include? So in short notes you should write those points which are, of course, formulas you will write anyway, and also technically conceptual points will be there when I'm teaching in the class, so you should write those points. So you should concise this complete notes of maybe, let's say for example that complete subject I have taught you some 200 pages. Okay, you should be able to concise these 200 pages into some 20 or 25 pages, so that if you start maintaining this 20-25 pages for every subject, then finally you will have a 1 or 2 books for the complete GATE syllabus. Okay, and the way you should write the short notes is, let's say for example today I have written some part, okay, some 2 pages you got short notes, then in tomorrow when you are writing the short notes, you should definitely go through these first 2 pages and then you should go for the next day writing. Okay, similarly on the third day when you are writing short notes, first day, second day you should look at and you should write third day, and this process should go on. If this process goes on, then ultimately by the time you reach the final day, it's like everything is known to you and you'll have a strong revision. Okay, so spend at least 2 to 3 hours writing short notes, but before writing every day, look at the previous short notes what you have written. Okay, that's done. Then regarding GATE preparation, that's what we are talking all about. How do I start maths for GATE exam? I have answered. I want to know about GATE syllabus and all other stuff. What do you mean by all other stuff? Okay, computer science and engineering. So computer science and engineering, maybe some name I could find. Okay, maybe it's okay, doesn't matter whoever has this. The doubt is the main importance. I want to know about GATE syllabus and all other stuff. See, if you want to know about GATE syllabus, then ultimately you can go for the GATE official website. Like for example for 2024, you can have GATE 2024 syllabus. Okay, 2024, this is the official website which gives you all the stuff about the GATE examination. Okay, this is, of course, this year GATE was organized by Indian Institute of Science, IISc. So you'll see, so here is what you can find a lot of stuff about GATE examination. And if you want syllabus exclusively, then you can go to the complete points. Okay, and you can find syllabus, of course, here. Okay, you can directly type GATE syllabus here, better. So GATE, because it's you can explore each and every tab, you can get a lot of understanding again. So if you just go for the syllabus, papers and syllabus is what you have. So here is what you have, a lot of papers. Like for example, if you want to know CS and IT syllabus, you click on CS, then it leads you to the document where you have the complete syllabus of computer science. Okay, like for example, this is the math syllabus. Okay, and then after digital logic, programming, data structures, algorithms. You can have a lot of things. Okay, so here is the section where you can know in with detailed syllabus point to point, and then you can go for the website if you want to know other many points. Okay, so this is the main official website. So you can go to home, get papers, you have a lot of things. Okay, downloads, opportunities, get exams, it is a lot of things. Fine. Then how to examine the questions. Okay, I think you want to decide on which questions to solve first. Okay, see, many people who have written GATE, they might not have done one thing. So please teach us rotation of a matrix. There was a question about this on Google form. I have taught, you know, orthogonal matrix, cos theta minus sin theta cos theta. You remember? That's basically performs the rotation. That's what I have taught you. Do you remember this? Anyway, you go to the second lecture of engineering maths, this linear algebra. I have given clear-cut idea, Alex, on what does a rotation matrix, basically what does an orthogonal matrix can do in general. Okay, cos minus sin cos is what we have given, and basically by rotating it, basically if you want to rotate anti-clock by theta, then the Q matrix cos minus sin cos is helpful to you. Okay, in 2D, and of course in 3D, cos sin 0 minus sin cos 0, then 0 0 1 is the matrix. We have worked with these matrices. So how to do revision means just revise class or notes or solving new problems for revision purpose. For revision, of course, the class notes and your short notes most importantly, then write the test series. These things would help. Okay, BS Gravel versus 𝐂𝐤𝐴𝐵. If you are looking for physical applications a lot, I would recommend 𝐂𝐤𝐧𝐤𝐬. Okay, because 𝐂𝐤𝐳𝐬 has connected a lot of technical insights, but BS Gravel is slightly a mathematical kind of book which gives you enough idea on all the mathematical procedures. Okay, and it depends on your application. If you are looking only for the mathematical preliminaries, you can just go for BS Gravel, or if you are looking for some nice technical applications and all, you can go for 𝐂𝐤𝐳𝐬𝐬. Okay, then how to take the admission this year in BTech. Want to prepare for GATE from now. I want to start from scratch, want to know about from where to start and from which books. You can just start following this channel, because here every week we keep on rolling few videos what all you should do, okay, in order to keep in touch with the things. Then how to make the daily timetable for study, sir. Okay, so basically if you if you want to make the timetable, again it's subjective, of course. So thanks Shibu. See, basically sorry, I forgot the doubt here. Anyway, thanks Shibu. So some may get how to make the daily timetable. Yeah, so this making daily timetable is again subjective. Let's say for example, if I'm a passed out student, okay, I'll have more time ultimately than a college going student. So every day make sure you do at least 4 to 5 hours of solid study, so that you can get exam. And if you are a passed out student, then ultimately you'll get more time. So try to do 6 to 7 hours of some nice consolidated study without any distractions. You'll be able to clear the exam. Okay, तो मैं गेट के लिए PW का कोर्स बाय करना चाहती हूँ, बट आई एम ए थर्ड ईयर स्टूडेंट. माई थर्ड ईयर इज ऑलमोस्ट कंप्लीटेड, सो आई एम कंफ्यूज्ड. क्या अभी से गेट को क्वालिफाई किया जा सकता है? मेरे पास एक ही चांस है सर. सी, आई एम टेलिंग यू, बिकॉज इफ योर थर्ड ईयर इज अबाउट टू कंप्लीट, ओके, if your third year is almost able to complete, you can go for a Paracom batch. The reason is, by the time you reach the next year, the complete syllabus of the Paracom batch will be done, okay, so that you'll have enough idea on GATE examination. Okay, so I suggest you a Paracom 2. Paracom batch or suggest batch. Of course, you can again log in into PW. So I'll just show you the website maybe. So you can type pw.live. Okay, so if you type pw.live, then ultimately this is the website. So here you can click login or register. It's for just free. Then once you go there, then you can click on all courses. You can find government exams, GATE. Okay, GATE, if you click for example, okay, so it loads you to the GATE batches. Then you can fix your branch, of course, and you can see these are the Paracom batches, of course. So 2.0, of course, you have in English and also English batches. You'll have an assistance, continuous assistance with the things, of course. So you have continuous assistance with any issues like tech issues or payment issues, or maybe class is not coming in your portal. All this will be addressed in a detailed way. So let's say for example you have some issue, then you can click on asked out, then immediately a form rolls up. And also for people who have enrolled in these batches, ultimately there is a contact that will be given to support you always. Okay, then let's get back to the story of this doubt solving. Yeah, so I hope I have answered your question. So sir, I'm students of private college and I'm third year. Probably in 2 to 3 months I will be in fourth year. Same question. Okay, okay, first attempt. In 2025 I'll give first attempt. My doubt is that I'm not able to solve numericals. So can I just pass the exam by only the theory practice? I have done apprenticeship with Airports Authority of India and want to join as executive civil. Okay, so if your target is GATE, then ultimately you can you have to put some focus on PYQs. So again, we have a PYQ book, nice PYQ book, which is modeled for your branch. Of course, you didn't mention your branch, but we have PYQs book. So once, please, if possible, take a copy of the PYQ book and keep doing a lot of PYQs, okay? Because question practice is really important. It's like 50-50. Knowing conceptually things is very much important, is equally important as solving PYQs, okay? So please do solve PYQs so that it could benefit you. Then GATE 2026, a third year mechanical engineering students of Jadavpur. Okay, targeting for GATE 2026 as a third year mechanical engineering student of Jadavpur University. Good. So obviously Jadavpur is famous, of course, very nice place again. So Jadavpur University has, if you look at the curriculum is very much close to the GATE pattern, of course. Means the syllabus of the complete curriculum is very much close to the GATE. So I think the lectures what you have attended since BTech first year would be self-sufficient, and also any mentoring continues on this channel. Okay, so all mentoring sessions happen on this channel. So you can choose one for your best suiting thing and you can follow. Okay, I think notes on GATE strategy, as I told you, of course, previously. Time management and consistency. Time management I have told you. Consistency. Okay, so consistency is again very important. As I told you, many students they do this mistake. Normally the college going students, what happens is, if you talk about a college going student, they focus very much on GATE till third year ending. In the final year first semester they focus on placements and then they leave the GATE preparation. Okay, but please don't do this. If you are aiming for GATE, please make it a consistent habit to study each and every day. Doesn't matter even if you have placement interview today morning, whatever the time you have fixed for revision, please do the revision and only go. Okay, and in fact if you prepare for GATE, all your campus interviews and all is very easy. Okay, then easy to pass in GATE exam, and why? Because GATE doesn't test too much of your intelligence, to be frank. Okay, like for example, if you just see, if you take IIT JEE, okay, in IIT JEE, like because I have taught JEE main JEE advanced maths for for 2-3 years past in before I move on to GATE. So if you see, why GATE exam is easiest. GATE first of all do not test your intelligence. The only thing is, to qualify GATE you should actually do a very good revision of the things, and then after you should be able to think slightly. That's it. Okay, you need not be very intellectual or very fast mind working person. Clear? Expected PW, I am 𝐂𝐚𝐿, studying second year ECE. Good. I am preparing GATE 2025 and 2026, but I am confused how many hours should I study, how to study. I want a best approach for preparation while preparing. See, basically as I told you, since you are in the second year, you'll have a lot of time. I think all of your technical subjects might have started this year. So if your technical exams have started this year, then ultimately, right from day one, keep following the nice books. Please attend these channels. Okay, like you are from ECE, so we have the GATE Wallah ECE channel. So please keep in touch with the channel so that all the updates regarding standard textbooks or the strategy for GATE, all these videos keep turning up. So you can ultimately have basically many resources. Okay. So I think these are the questions. So YouTube comments, let's take. A be a 10 by 10 matrix such that a power 5 is a null matrix. Let I be a 10 by 10 matrix. The determinant of a plus I is dash. Okay. So a power 5 is a null. That means a power 10 is also a null. Correct. So determinant of a plus I basically. Look. This A is a 10 by 10 matrix. Okay. And a power 5 is a null matrix. Okay. So this is a null matrix, which means index is 5. Index is 5, of course. Okay. So index is 5. Then how to calculate the determinant of I? So simple, calculate the eigenvalues of a plus I. Okay. So calculate eigenvalues. That's very much important. Okay. So if you calculate eigenvalues, I'll tell you one thing. If you have a power 5, for example, this eigenvalues would be something like lambda 1 power 5, lambda 2 power 5, and so on, lambda 10 power 5. Because if this matrix is of size 10 by 10, ultimately this is also of size 10 by 10. But if this is a null, ultimately the eigenvalues of this matrix is 0. All elements are zeros, correct? So if all the elements of this matrix are 0, one possibility is all these can also be individually zeros. Okay, so if all these are individually zeros, then this determinant of a plus I would be, if you just do the sum of eigenvalues, then what you have is lambda 1 plus 1, lambda 2 plus 1, and so on, lambda 10 plus 1. And since one of the possibility for all this case is lambda 1 0, lambda 2 0, lambda and so on, lambda 10 is 0. If you multiply all these guys, ultimately it's like multiplying 1 10 times and you'll get 1. That's it. Okay. So see, that's what I'm telling. If you keep practicing the PYQs, it could give you very nice insights. Okay. So this question is also one of the PYQs I get, because after last year I have recorded many PYQs of maths. Okay. So I think I found this question somewhere. I know, sir, I know you left many PSUs after working for some years. What is the reason, sir? Is joining PSU is not a good option? No, it's a good option, definitely, because again, the kind of expectations you have from PSU is also very important. Okay. Alex, I hope that question is clear to you. Okay. This is a pretty much simple question, of course, the basic stuff to do. So what we are talking? PSUs, yeah. So joining PSU is a very good thing, to be honest, especially in the days of recession and basically in the tough times where private companies are facing a lot of issues. Then ultimately PSU is like a standard option. The only thing is, if once you get dissatisfied with the kind of work, see, because it depends purely on your posting. Okay, so let's say for example I am very much interested in planning division, but let's say I got into execution sometime. Okay, or let's say I'm very much interested in some research kind of profile, but let's say I was placed in the workshop. Then in all these cases what happens, there come certain differences and people take different calls. That's it. Okay, they wish, I'm telling you, going for PSU is always the best option. Okay, you will never regret. I'm first year, I want to start preparation. How to start? Just keep following this channel, hybrids. So definitely it will help you. Okay, for first years what to do, we have done a lot of sessions on our 𝐂𝐸 generic channel. See, I'm telling you, any general session, generally of course this we have converted in English, but any general session on Hindi will happen on 𝐂𝐸 main channel, of course the 𝐂𝐸 channel, and anything related to the content happens on the branch specific channels, and anything related to the English completely will happen on this channel. Clear? So these are the things. Okay, Alex, I hope you have understood this question. It's a simple, of course, the simple idea. Okay, yeah, then this is what you have. And of course if you just look, these are my Telegram groups, of course, which could help you up. This is for the 𝐂𝐸 English, so any update on this channel comes up here, so you can scan this code, and I suggest, highly recommend you to join the channel, of course. And this is my personal channel, so if you wish you can join. Clear? But this I strongly suggest you to join. Okay, clear? So any more doubts? I think yeah, I have answered this, Mohan. So, but they are telling use det of a plus I, in which case that a plus that I isn't equal. See, det of a plus I need not be equal to det a plus det I. Okay, but the thing is, whatever you use, the determinant do not change. That's it. Whatever the methods you use, the matrix should finally have the same determinant. Okay, and determinant of a plus b is not equal to det a plus det b. Okay, you can check any matrices. Like for example, you take a matrix, a diagonal matrix with all elements 2 and a diagonal matrix with all elements 1, which is identity. Then if you add them, you'll get a diagonal matrix of all elements 3. Det is 27. Okay, but individually if you calculate dets, you'll get 8 plus 1, which is 9. Okay, so 27 not equal to 9. Clear? So basically in recent time we have launched an app called we have launched a feature called Unity. Okay, so basically I'll again give some quick insight on this. So if you type Unity PW, okay, so if you type Unity PW, then this is how you have. Okay, so once you have this, okay, of course it's logged in. I'll maybe open an incognito tab. Okay, this is also signed out, session expired. Good, when we want this. So here you can see this is login with Google. So if you click on login with Google, you will get a sign up. So let's say for example if I'm signing with my account, okay, it asks you for a Google sign up. Then this is how the dashboard comes up. Okay, so basically when YouTube sessions happen, you guys keep attending a lot of sessions. Okay, so what all polls you have attended, all these polls will actually get displayed here. Okay, similarly if you do anything, it all get repeated here. The only thing you have to do is when you are typing comments in the chat box, before the doubt you should type exclamation doubt and then start typing the doubt. Okay, similarly here, before typing, if you want to make any note point, then you can type exclamation note and then keep typing the notes actually. Okay, Alex, basically what I'm telling is whatever the method you follow, definitely the determinant value of a matrix remains the same. Okay, let's say for example if I'm adding 2 numbers, okay, whatever the way I add it, same. Similarly, so previously I could do maths very well, but now the problem has come, big problem in calculation. That's why I work a lot in my head. How can I solve it? So I'll just give you one useful point. This is the scientific calculator. Okay, normally you know in your engineering colleges you might take 𝐂𝐸𝐬𝑜s, but in GATE 𝐂𝐂𝐸𝐬 is not allowed. So this is the calculator which is there. So please keep practicing the things here. Okay, clear? Sorry, one of Alex has a doubt. Let's go back. Here what I'm doing is, so let's say A has the eigenvalues lambda 1, lambda 2 and so on, okay, till lambda 10. Clear? Lambda 10. Now if you take a power 5 equal to 0, a power 5 has eigenvalues of lambda 1 power 5, lambda 2 power 5 and so on, lambda 10 power 5 of course. And since this is 0, that means this a power 5 is 0, that means all these values are zeros of course. Okay, so if all these values are zeros, then ultimately one possibility is this all eigenvalues lambda 1, lambda 2 and so on are zeros. Okay, whenever you say that a plus, basically why this is not equal, to det A plus det I. Of course, determinant of identity matrix is 1. Okay. Now you can check why these are not equal clearly, because det of A plus I is nothing but the multiplication of all the eigenvalues of A plus I. Okay. And what are all the eigenvalues of A plus I? These are the eigenvalues, correct? Lambda 1 plus 1, lambda, because I've told you if lambda is an eigenvalue of A, then A plus I has the eigenvalue of lambda plus 1. Okay. Similarly, for all 10 eigenvalues, you'll have lambda 2 plus 1, lambda 3 plus 1, and so on, lambda 10 plus 1, of course. Now this product will not be equal to whatever you write here. Like for example, here you'll see this is lambda 1 plus 1, lambda 2 plus 1, and so on, lambda 10 plus 1. But if you check this, this is equal to lambda 1, lambda 2, and so on, lambda 10 plus 1. And ultimately, these two are not equal. Okay, that's what. Of course, in this case, it's equal because one is identity matrix. Okay, and this A has eigenvalues as 0, but in general, this need not be equal. Okay, clear? Why we are adding up? Because eigenvalue of A plus I is lambda 1 plus 1, which we have seen in class. You remember, if X is eigenvector, Ax is equal to lambda X. Okay, so this tells you this lambda is an eigenvalue of A and X is the eigenvector. So if you add X on both sides, lambda X plus X, this is what you get. So ultimately, if you take X common, here you'll have A plus identity matrix times X is equal to, here it's a scalar, so lambda plus 1 times X. Okay, so that means for this matrix A plus I, eigenvalue is lambda plus 1 and eigenvector remains same. That's what we have seen. Okay, so that's why if this is the thing, then ultimately this lambda plus 1 is going to be the eigenvalue here. Okay, fine. So when I purchased PowerCom batch in English batch during Vishwas Divas, now I want to change PowerCom 2P English batch. You can Sini Bharat, you can just contact the help desk, they'll do it for you, no issues. Okay, and yeah. Now one thing that I'm forgetting, all the previous things, that is the main problem, revision. Okay, you have to do the revision swoop, that's all. When actually I purchased Sini, I have answered your question. Basically you can contact the help desk, they'll change the batch for you, not a big issue. So how to plan daily schedule, not able to follow the timetable. See, consistency is very important, Mohit. See, basically whenever you start doing the things, please make a schedule, feasible schedule, okay? Because one day what happens, people suddenly get motivated and they want to study 13-14 hours a day, which is not possible, of course. Okay, so make your schedule realistic and please try to follow. If you are not in a habit of following the schedule, please start with the less time. Okay, so let's say today you focus for 2 hours, tomorrow slightly increase some 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and finally come to the stage where you can focus solidly for 7 to 8 hours a day, at least with some intervals. Okay, and if you just see, that's all from my side, of course. And you can actually join this code. If you want any further information from me, you can definitely scan this and this will direct you to the code, of course. Okay, timetable or topic table. Topic table is very important. Okay, timetable it's fine, but topic table with revision is very important. Okay, because topic table makes you complete the syllabus. Clear? So make the topics and make sure you are covering at least and I suggest you, if there is one subject, then let's say is one chapter, in that chapter try to divide into subtopics. Okay, because if you have targets very small, it's easy to achieve. Clear? So in this case it's equal. Yeah, in this case it's equal. That's it. Yeah, it happens only for a few cases, Alex. Okay, because if you take general 2 matrices, that of A plus by, like you can see in this case it's holding, but in general if you have a matrix B here, okay, then this B, if you write, this need not be equal. Okay, which I have told you, if you take A equal to 2 0 0 0 2 0 0 0 2, just I'm taking the simple case, and let's say B equal to identity matrix, even in this case this do not hold. Okay, you can check, but in the app there is no option that queries, sir, because they mentioned it's not possible to do for the batch bot during Vishwas Divas. No, I don't think so. You do one thing, just message me in the Telegram, okay, because this is my channel, I'll try to help you out. Okay, so you can scan this, and if you scan this you can get in touch with me so that you can share your details, a receipt of whatever the batch you have purchased, so that I'll put it forward for them, they can help you out. Okay, okay, fine. You can message me personally in the Telegram channel, I'll try to do it for you. No. Okay, so then with all these things, I hope I have answered all your queries. Then this is what we have. Okay, so is this session helpful to all of you? Of course, we'll try to bring more sessions of this kind. Okay, and we'll keep in touch regularly so that not only me, we have a lot of team, of course, a very huge team, a very fantastic team we have. So one of us will definitely come forward in front of you and we'll keep clearing all your doubts. Okay. Fine then. Is this clear? Is this session helpful to all of you? Please type in the chat box quickly. Yes or no, guys? Please type in the chat box. No. Yes. So I doubt on TG, Telegram. Where is my phone? Just a minute. Yeah. Okay, so my Telegram channel, I think 7 stars has a doubt. Let's, yep. The total how many lectures will be there in mathematics? I came late. No issue, just keep following. Okay, you'll have. PRC interview cut tips चाहिए. Okay, we have made a session. I'll guide this guy later. So 7 stars. There's a photo. Let f of x is equal to p1 of x. Okay, so this is a very specific question based on this this rule called secant method, which we'll see in numerical methods. Okay, no issue. Only the determinant was there, but actually the main reason for giving the determinant was we have something called Lagrange's interpolation, which will deal in numerical methods chapter actually. So in that chapter, when I'm teaching Lagrange's interpolation, I'll teach you this. Okay, don't get worried by looking at the determinant. This is basically a question from there. Okay, because they will in order to calculate the denominator, we'll actually try to convert into determinants. Okay. Fine. You're very handsome, sir. Oh my god, thank you. Fine then. Okay, so I hope all your doubts got cleared. Then we'll wind it up. But don't worry, every week we'll keep in touch with the things. So I couldn't understand the language of the question. See, basically I understood there's a diagonal matrix. Okay, I mean there's a matrix in which all diagonal elements are same and all upper diagonal elements are same and all lower diagonal elements are same. Okay, so when you have this kind of configuration, we can do something in Lagrange's interpolation, which is very easy, of course. Okay, so in matrices it will be a very cumbersome process to calculate the very big determinant, but when you go for that interpolation, there is a simple technique which I'll teach in numerical methods. Okay, no issue. How many lectures will be there for entire playlist? Maybe roughly around, I think the schedule could go till 40 days roughly. Okay, but you can ask the people who are attending these lectures. I've been teaching right from the basics. Okay, so if you don't have any basic knowledge or something on a subject, you can feel free to attend. I'm starting from the scratch. Fine. Okay, so thank you all. I think it's a nice session. Even I enjoyed it. A lot of queries I have answered. Good. Fine then. Okay, so we'll see you all soon again on this channel, and of course I'll be keeping 1 or 2 videos every day. So no issue. Okay. You have another question also in Telegram that I asked before. What is the other question? Just let me check if I can solve. Sum of eigenvalues is 29. Mentioned problem, you have solved the problem by using algebraic identity a square plus 2ab plus b square. The doubt is, doesn't this identity hold valid only and only when the matrix multiplication is commutative? See, the multiplication what I have done is for the scalars. Okay, eigenvalues are scalars, they are not matrices. Okay, clear? Eigenvalues are scalars and you can apply all the scalar rules to eigenvalues, like lambda 1 plus lambda 2 whole square. You can do all these things. Okay, but for matrices, matrix multiplication, you cannot do it in a commutative way, of course, because AB may not be equal to BA. Okay, which I have seen in class again. Clear? Basically, whenever I'm doing, if I want lambda 1 square plus lambda 2 square, since they are scalars, a square plus b square, it's just 2 scalars squares, I can do a plus b whole square minus 2ab. Okay, it's not because of the squaring of the matrices directly, it's because of the squaring of eigenvalues. Fine. So thank you all. We'll meet soon again on this channel. I wish you all a very good luck. Keep preparing and enjoy. Have fun. Bye. Take care.